G'day, everybody, and welcome back to the Hardball Gets AFL show. This podcast is proudly brought to you by the Mazda BT50 Ute Do Ute. Today on the show, it's a Who Says No player trade edition of the 2-minute warning. If you haven't subscribed to the podcast, please do that wherever you listen. Leave us a rating, leave us a review even, and most importantly, tell your mates. All right, let's get stuck in. This is the Hardball Gets AFL show. My name's Nick Rynne, joined by Xavier Ellis and Ryan Daniels. What's going on, fellas?
I am shocked that Xavier Ellis is here and that he hasn't already left us for a mansion in Malibu somewhere.
He's going to look at a couple of houses after this, just on the foreshore in Cottesloe.
I tell you, the activity on my Instagram feed of people pumping up sports nuts. I saw this morning that Nick Nat tweeted with baby Ezekiel in the Eagles gear. That's going to get some traction. I retweet. Did you retweet? I retweeted it.
I pushed this sports nut somewhere. I can't remember. I'm not actually on Twitter anymore that much.
Yeah, okay.
I did one random AFLX one the other day, and
well, thank you.
I gave you that little retweet. That'll get you a couple sold.
No. Well, I actually took that down off
Did you?
Twitter. Well, the video had music to it. You know, people like this copyright.
Particularly when you're blowing up. How's it going? Are you selling millions of it?
No, we're selling it. It's 3 days out of winter, so we don't expect to go absolute bananas. But we just have the product
for those who don't know, this is, I don't know how you wouldn't know.
How could you not know?
Have you gone on Instagram
don't
recently?
Be smart. If you are looking for a present or something for your kids, sportsnuts.com.au, at least just get on there and give it a like or a follow on Instagram or whatever.
So it's AFL licensed rash tops at the moment, and it's just AFL's a start.
Boardies, we've got a few other things coming as well. But get on that Sports Nuts website or the Instagram page. Have a look because it's, I don't know, me and Jack Redden. I don't know, we're trying something different. I've left school, went to footy and then did radio, so I haven't really done anything else. So we're
He's
having
just
a bit
an
of
Aussie
fun.
battler trying to make good. And can I ask the question, is it better for you and Jack and your silent partner to go in and buy the jumper at a team store? Or is it better to buy it on Sports Nuts? Where do you get the bigger cut?
Look, it's hard to say. I don't want to. I don't.
You don't care. Just buy the shirt.
No, I don't want to put off any of the clubs or anyone who has supported us. So if you buy them there, or if you jump on the website sportsnuts.com.au and have a look there.
He's changed already. Look at him talking like a politician.
In all seriousness, this is less politician. I think they're very fucking good.
Yeah.
It's imported material from Italy.
So
it's not your
Did
Dolce.
you have to go over? Did you run into Dimmer while you're over there sampling the product?
It. That's why I went. I said to Mark Evans actually secretly flew to Positano to have a wine with me to get a percentage off me.
There's the secret partner.
Yes. And I said, sorry, mate, but Dimmer's on that table. Head there and offer him 6 years. But no, they're good fun.
And somehow, amongst all of this sports nuts, he's pushing this. It's on Instagram. It's taken over the world. Somehow he's still managed to get free swag from a different clothing company.
Yeah.
He's got
Full
fresh ORTC Tier 1. Look at this.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Look at this.
Disgusting.
Now, I must say, this is, I'm going to let you in on a little secret.
Okay. Just behind the curtain. Just peel it back.
Of how to play the game.
Okay.
Okay.
So Juddy will give you a rundown how to work a stoppage.
Right.
Climmy will teach you how to swim.
Sure.
Yep.
I'll teach you how to get free shit. I might have had the idea that the Prime Minister was coming in last week.
Into Triple M radio.
Into Triple M.
Yeah, there you go.
And I might have had an idea of getting an individual photo with the Prime Minister.
In the ORT.
I might have had the right jumper on.
Wow.
Gotcha.
And then so that you take the picture, you post it, it gets some traction.
Goes viral.
And then ORTC sees it, and then what happens?
No, I didn't even post it.
You gave them ahead of time.
I gave it to them ahead of time. And they're like, oh, yeah.
Oh, you sent it direct?
No, they came to timing. They randomly just popped in and were like, hey, would you like some more gear? And I was like, funnily enough, I just left this.
Oh.
Yeah, timing. It was all timing.
Wow.
But those guys are rippers, I will say. They're not heavy hitters. They're young guys and girls out of South Australia. So there you go.
Oh, they're South
a lot
Australia,
of love. Yeah.
right.
So they've helped us. They've helped Reddo a stack.
Okay.
With how to work shit. So.
Enough about this bloke and getting free swag.
Sportsnuts.com.
I eagerly await our swag box.
Yeah,
delivered to
it's
the
coming.
house.
Surely
Insta
we're going to
post.
get a rashy at some point.
I would think so.
You will.
Surely.
They're not here. Nah.
Well, I just
I
got
don't
a,
have sizes.
sorry,
Yeah.
I just got a message off Hawkins. So you're behind Hawk
Yeah, right.
Right.
in terms of
That's
priority
going to be a
list.
while.
Yeah.
Then.
Well, he's retiring, so
He's
he needs a
retiring.
send-off
He
gift.
needs
you know?
something, yeah.
This is true.
Well, I don't
Put
know
it
if
in
he's
his retirement
retiring.
basket.
Just flick it in, say, just because you washed up, mate, here you go.
Yeah.
Here's a few.
Okay, so I had to launch an investigation this week.
Oh,
Right.
God.
I've had to go deep.
I thought that was exactly what the stitch-up was that bit.
No.
No,
God.
I thought this might be the chance.
I've hired a team of people to deep dive.
All these people on social, don't just do what he asked you to do.
It wasn't as simple as I thought it could have been. So we just had to go deeper and deeper and deeper. This thing went right to the top.
Oh, God.
I had to make phone calls I never thought I'd have to make.
Not Kerry on, not Uncle Kez on the slopes.
Uncle Kerry was involved. He was on the slopes. He didn't like being interrupted on the slopes, but once he got the call, he realised how important this was.
Yeah, he said, just wait, I just got to fire off these quotes about Streamers Foundation partnership with BHP first.
Well, he got directly involved straight away.
Yeah.
The importance of this issue.
Signing whilst coming down the mountain.
Yeah.
Correct. He dug in and he started searching for this leaked, unfound audio that we could not dig this up in any other way.
Whatever it comes out, it's going to be doctored.
And here's what Kerry found.
Oh, okay.
He found it. Let's pick one each.
I'd say North.
St Kilda for me. I back Ross in. He's getting cattle back too.
I'm going Essendon.
Oh! There you go. Did you hear that?
Couldn't hear.
Yeah, no, I also
You couldn't hear that
No,
either?
no.
Oh, I think Nick heard it loud and clear. For those who did hear it at home, you would have heard me say, I'll take St Kilda.
But how unlucky am I? He went north, you went St Kilda, and everyone had to have one.
Interesting. Well,
Yeah, but I did not believe that I went North that hard.
that's
This is
interesting.
definitely doctored
You were the
audio.
first one to say it. Now, you might think that that's all we found, but Kerry is an investigative sleuth. Here's what he also found. So I'm going to back in St Kilda. You're going to back in North Melbourne, and you're stuck with Essendon because you did say it.
Well, Sam Draper's going to take him to the promised land.
Sure. So if only one club makes it, we get a carton from the other two,
Yeah,
right?
okay.
So let's
Yeah.
say Essendon make it. You get one from me, one from Nick.
I did not remember it like that.
He did say, and you only said, let's say if Essendon make it.
That's an example.
You didn't say if St Kilda
That's
made
an
it.
example.
Yeah,
That's bad luck.
Do you want me to call
well.
Kerry and get him digging on a third piece of audio?
I get 2 boxes.
'Cause you do. 2 cartons now, and you owe me 1.
Whoa, okay. I
not-
did
I
not
won't be
remember
buying
going
beer all
that
summer.
hard on North.
Oh, no, it won't last me a couple of weeks.
yeah.
I went
So
to the
there you
fridge
have it.
last night and my cans were empty. I couldn't believe where they'd gone. No, well done.
Shout out to Robbo because
Wow.
he actually found the audio, and he said it was just because you guys were acting like it was in the annals of the Amazon, and no one could find it. All he had to do was go back to round 2 when they were 2-0.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's probably was pretty easy when
really
everyone was
easy.
on
I
fire.
really don't remember going that hard on North, but there you go.
You were
What were you
I was
thinking?
like first off.
Yeah, spoiled all your good takes from last week.
know.
What are we doing this week? Because this feels like it's a bit of
Will you
stupidity.
explain?
All right, well, there's no footy, and I'm sick of the shit takes that you just hear on the bye round. Starters, let's say they have a quick 30 seconds. The bye round's got to go pre-finals, Ryan.
Yeah, I agree. I would like to put it between the prelim and the grand final.
Like the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I like to prelim in the grand final, and then they do the
Brownlow.
and then the Sandful, the VFL, Waffle, all the grand finals are in.
Oh,
that
yeah, I
weekend.
like that too.
Yeah, at a bare minimum, have the Brownlow in that
Yeah.
break, surely, that
So-
we've just had.
Yeah.
Like at a bare minimum. So
And
at
the
least
All-Australian-
the final
yeah.
series,
You do
we can
under
sit there.
18 national championship decider kind of like you could.
You can do schoolies. I don't
Yeah.
care what you do. Just do something. Anyway, okay, so that's fair. But what we're doing is who would say no. So we've got all 18 teams. We've split it up as per usual, 6 aside. And we pitch a trade and we discuss who would say no, who's been ripped off. I have a funny feeling Nick's going to go, Dacos for Jaden Hunt.
Yeah, he's going to do stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Now, can I
It's
just
a vibe.
Can I point? Can I point out that these are fantasy trades?
Yes.
Yeah.
Please don't. What do they say? Please don't aggregate any of this.
Yes, these are not real.
We don't believe
these
these
are
will
not
happen.
like we've heard this might happen.
Yeah.
This is us being stupid idiots and going, hey, how good would it be for this club if they did this? And we also didn't really. I tried to pay a little bit of attention to contracts and draft pick status and stuff.
Yeah, the
a little
draft-
bit.
A tiny little bit.
Yeah, but sometimes
You'll
not
see
so much.
that I probably didn't pay a lot to some teams.
Yeah, so have some
Got a
fun
lot of
with
future
this.
seconds thrown
Yeah,
around.
just kick back and have a laugh,
Yeah.
or be like, "Hey, that would
Yeah.
be pretty cool," but don't take it too bloody seriously. Okay,
Correct.
That's my warning shot.
All right.
Okay.
Right, let's kick it off. Well, no, wait, hey. I'm not used to doing the order.
Just do it alphabetical.
Just do any order.
Come on, mate. Honestly.
It's been weeks, mate. All right, we'll go from the top.
It starts
down.
with A for Adelaide.
All right, we'll start with A for Adelaide, and that's me. Jesus. No. We'll go from the top down. Collingwood, which is also me. So Collingwood's a pretty. We'll start it with a pretty just roll the arm over.
Maybe go top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom. So we're not just dealing in the good sides and then finishing on shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, the good sides are actually probably the
The first 2 minutes is just us figuring out the order.
Collingwood. This one's a pretty smooth one, which I think could actually happen, but it doesn't.
Could actually happen. It won't happen.
Doesn't add,
No chance
it's not
any
happen.
of Nick's trades will ever happen.
What about just so Collingwood don't have a lot of holes? Like they got slight improvements they can make a lot of the plays, but maybe key defensive depth is maybe where they're a little bit light on.
Okay.
So they could just use a bloke coming out of contract, probably needs a better run. Joel Hamling for like a Trey Rusco. These are bits and pieces that go back between Collingwood and Fremantle.
Okay, so
You
straight up
you've gone
trade
with Collingwood.
is Joel Hamling for Trey Rusco. That's your interesting trade.
Talk about taking oxygen out of a room. That's what you've led with.
Well, I'm also confused about the level of absurdity we're meant to go.
we
here.
had him trading Nick Dacos, so he's gone completely
I'm
the
going
other
the
way.
opposite direction. I like to
All
defy
right.
expectations.
Okay, look, we'll give you the floor. Talk us through your reasoning
Well, Joel
here.
Hamling goes, he might get a better shot if someone goes out of the room at
Joel
Collingwood.
Hamling's about to get wrapped up.
He's going to get a rookie deal, I saw, didn't I?
Oh, my
so,
goodness.
So
what-
Sean Darcy for
all right.
900 first-round picks
No,
at Geelong.
let me pivot here and say, well, what are Fremantle getting out of this?
Well, they just get another young West Australian piece they could probably throw on a wing. It's Trey Rusco. Where's he at?
But what do they do when...
Also, does Trey Rusco play
Where's
this
he
year?
at?
Is he alive?
Where's he at? That's the other Nick shirt. When we sell the
Where's he
shirts,
at?
it's the vibe and where's he at? And can I just... So what are they going to do if Pearce or Cox go down? Because that's what Hamling's there for Freo.
No, they got that Hugh No, what's his name?
Hugh Dixon is
Dixon's
not
in
on
there.
their
Hugh
list
Dixon.
anymore.
Hugh Davies.
Okay, so they're
As a
all
young, developing key back.
all their eggs are in the Hugh Davies
Well,
basket
no, because
as a
then Luke
backup.
Ryan can play taller,
But he's
like he did for that All-Australian year.
okay.
I don't think you read the sheet.
That's a fail.
That's a fail.
Everybody says
Everybody
no,
says no. West Coast Eagles.
including us.
West Coast Eagles, okay. I've got West Coast. This is a big one.
Oh, okay. Here
So,
we go.
Oscar Allen.
Oh, you're trading.
Yeah.
Oscar Allen.
They're one in their prime star.
Yep, in his prime star.
You're sending him out the door.
Kicked 50 goals.
This better be a huge return.
He's 26.
Yes.
How bad are West Coast going to be
Probably
for
going to
5
be the
years?
captain next year.
How bad?
Yeah, but he won't be. By the time they're any good, he'll be an old man.
He'd be 32.
All right.
He'll be in his
So
old
the
age.
value of having him is not going to get them to the promised land.
No.
So I'm saying, righto, Oscar, I'm taking you to the Gold Coast.
Oh.
The Dimmer Hardwick sets the future King Allen full forward, centre half forward.
Okay.
You like what I'm seeing there?
Great for Gold Coast.
Great for Gold Coast. We're taking pick 5 this year, or whatever they are.
Pick 4.
Pick
Yep.
4.
Yep.
Pick 4 this year. We're taking your first round next year. They'll be
Okay.
hoping it's pick 10 or 11
yeah.
or whatever.
Who Gold Coast will? Yeah.
Gold Coast.
I reckon that's probably the range.
And a third round or something like that. So 2 first and a third round, which will be pick 5, 10 and a third rounder. Oscar Allen, who is not going to play finals at West Coast, I wouldn't have thought. He's paired up with King. That's a pretty good duo.
Yeah.
Great for Gold Coast.
Yeah, but then, okay,
And
and
the
then
Mad
this
Dog,
draft,
Jed-
you've got
Jed Walters.
Harley Reid, you get pick 4 in, you got another first round, you got Gin. All of a sudden, West Coast have got 10 first rounders, dry humping each other at the staircase
Maybe you could
for
throw
the
in that-
future photo.
Throw in that Jed Walters as like they get the young key forward, Gold Coast get the key forward ready to go.
He's their academy. Can I start poking holes in this now?
Yeah, go.
Okay, so they're about to draft Jed Walter, who
Yeah.
everybody thinks is fantastic.
Who was
and he's
born
a,
in Perth.
He's a key forward. Is that right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, well, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So they've got King and Walter ready to go.
So Walter won't get a kick for Oscar's in his 8th year or 7th year, so it takes time.
Walter's a stud.
So's Oscar.
Yeah. So you think West Coast won't
Yeah,
play
see,
finals for 5 years?
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't
minimum.
think it's going to be that long. I think
Yeah, well, we've established that you drink the Kool-Aid pretty quickly.
can we extend? Because this is just it's not about Kool-Aid. It's just about how these things turn over. It doesn't take as long as you think. Some clubs it does, other clubs it doesn't. It's
How's
not going
Fitzroy
to be.
going?
You can't just say Oscar's
the comparative
he's
record.
26. He's never going to play finals again.
No, well, he's
Fitzroy
not.
actually going pretty good, really.
He'll actually be a 31-year-old key forward. He'll probably be kicking the most goals he kicks. He'll probably be his goal-kicking prime, isn't it?
Well, you're about ready to kill Tom Hawkins.
I don't
He's
think
what,
it's
32, 32?
Nah,
Go
I'm
on,
not.
talk. No,
If
34.
I'm West Coast, there's one thing I'm not doing. and it's trading Oscar Allen.
Okay.
Because
I thought
he's
two
the
first-round
guy.
draft picks and a third might almost get it
You're going
done.
to get those anyway. You don't need them. You've already got them coming in the door without trading him.
You need more in.
You're
looking for the Franklin Roughhead Jordan Lewis draft.
Nah, no chance. Nah.
Nick?
I like your ingenuity. It's better than Nick's trade. It's the best trade.
Okay, I mean, in fairness,
the
I think
best
that was
trade we've
my
had
weakest
today.
trade,
Okay.
and so we started with my
Well,
worst.
I bloody hope so.
So it was actually above
Who
some
says
other
no?
notes I made on it. In reality, or like...
Yeah, who says
in
no?
If you're
reality.
actually an well, West Coast say no because they say no to everything. But if you're an aggressive list manager, I reckon you're 70% of the way there, 70, 80.
I actually think both teams are saying no.
What?
Yeah, because I'd just take Walter. I don't need to trade. Oscar.
No, but they can
How-
still take Walter. This is when
But you're also
you're
making me give away
How
my
are
future
21-year-old forwards and 20-year-old forwards? How did
First-round
the
picks
number
mean
one
nothing to
draft
them.
pick last year go as a key forward?
I'm just saying. I'm not doing it if I'm on
Okay.
side.
All right, there you go.
He's going to say no to all my trades now.
No.
There's a Gold Coast. There's a kid in the Gold Coast Academy which makes me feel really old. He's like, I think he's probably 13, 14 now.
Jesus.
And if he does get drafted, like
Born
I
in
worked with
2010.
his mum. That's going to be like a I worked with your mum draft.
But
Yeah.
not like his mum was like an old lady. His mum was the
we
same
were,
age as you.
she was probably a couple of years older than me.
So maybe
like-
we forget the list and we just rotate around. So now
Can
you
I do
go
one?
yeah, throw
on.
one.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I'll start. Well, no, that's too easy, so I won't start with that one. I'll start with this one. I really like this one. This makes sense for both teams.
Right.
Okay, so I'm the Western Bulldogs in this scenario.
Yeah.
What do I need? I need defenders. Right? I need good, high-end, ideally key defenders, but I can take a third tall type of defender as well because I don't have that either. I don't have anything. So I'm going for a guy who's unhappy already at Adelaide, and that's Doty. Or Duty.
Duday.
Duday.
But he's
Yeah,
also
Duday.
not playing for a year, right?
He's done ACL.
I don't care. I'll take him.
Yeah, okay.
So-
Did you know that? Is this the same? You didn't know that?
No, I knew that.
As you.
Okay, so,
look at
so
that.
I'm taking Duday,
Yeah.
and I'm going to give them Bailey Williams, who's a Glen Elg boy, same age, out of contract as well.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
Bailey
So they're
Williams
both-
looked good because he was playing at West Coast.
I'm gonna
I don't
say-
think you-
No. Western Bulldogs, Bailey
Bulldogs,
Williams.
Bailey Williams.
He's
Oh,
he's
sorry,
25 years old. He's a Glen Elg kid, so he's a South Australian
Yeah.
boy. I'm just swapping him. Duday goes home. He's
Yeah.
from Geelong, but that's a technicality. And I'm just doing a straight swap.
Adelaide say no.
But he's why?
Adelaide
he doesn't
say-
want to be
they-
there. He's going to
they-
leave anyway.
He's not playing.
They had him. I know he's not playing. They had him penciled in as like a future captain. He's been captain already.
Yeah, but he's going to piss off.
No, I'm just saying he's saying no. They're saying no to bringing Bailey Williams, who was dropped from the Bulldogs this year.
He actually had a pretty good year in the end, though. He came good.
Yeah, but he was dropped.
Yeah, but he came good. Like,
Yeah, that's good. Great.
But Duday's not going to stay. He's going anyway.
Duday
When's he
free
going?
agent?
He'll go now.
Is he off this year?
Well, he hasn't signed, has he?
Yeah, because there's something on the table, but it's not what he thought it was because of his knee.
Well, I reckon he's going to go.
I think straight away Adelaide say no, thank you.
Okay, fair enough. Nick,
Don't mind it.
what do the Bulldogs say? The Bulldogs keen for it, right?
The Bulldogs are very keen.
Yeah.
for
Even
it.
though you've got
But
to wait.
again, you got to wait.
Yeah,
Like,
well, you got to. He didn't do his knee today.
Yeah,
he did
it's been a while.
He did it a while
and
ago.
Yeah,
also their window, they shouldn't just be looking immediate. It is immediate.
There's
but they
plenty of
also
dog
need
stuff
to-
floating around.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you
what's
say
the
no
dogs?
if you're Adelaide.
I say no
But you
if I'm
say
Adelaide.
yes if you're the Bulldogs.
Yes.
And you say yes if you're both.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
So that's the best trade we've had so far.
Yeah.
What, of three?
Well, if
Yours was
Yeah,
if-
look,
but
okay,
yours
so-
is not much
Oh,
better.
yeah.
You're throwing a bloke with an ACL out for a bloke who couldn't get a game.
That's not far off.
Yeah.
Handling
But I like
Carrasco.
the fact that he was from Glenelg. I like
Yeah,
that.
no, you like
Yeah,
the digging.
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
give you that.
You
You
know
do a
that?
bit of research.
That was an accident.
Shit trade, bit of
I
research.
said when Rusco's
I was like,
from
tell
Western
me.
Australia.
I was like, tell me he's from Adelaide. Oh, he's from Glenelg.
Actually, fair point, Nick. You went to the WA boy too.
Yeah, so
that's
you
true.
might have had
Yeah.
some thoughts
Okay.
on it.
Yeah,
Like, not
yeah.
a lot, I'll give you that, but some. All right, I'll go to Sydney.
Oh, okay. This is interesting.
Swanee.
So this is a man that they wanted anyway. And I kind of maybe found the terms to get it done.
Oh, you're doing
Okay.
the Tom Barras
Tom
trade?
Barras.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
So they
interesting.
come in and
Okay.
so West Coast need picks, obviously, but
Yeah.
they also need young, like trending younger players
Yeah.
who might be good.
Okay.
Like they got to get through this next period. They need people between 20 and 30.
Yeah.
Which is where there's no one at the moment.
So players, yeah.
So,
Well, yeah, well, but that's
so
what they've got.
85%
They've
of
got
the
like
list.
18, 19-year-olds
So
and then
they-
30-year-olds.
yeah,
Fuck.
yeah, okay. I know
Who
what
have
you're
they
saying.
got between 20 and 30?
It's not incorrect to say that they need players between 20 and
Yeah.
30.
No, you're right.
They definitely do.
They need them more than other clubs.
Yeah,
They've
no,
only
I
got
agree.
like 3 of them.
I agree. I'm with you.
This is a real thing.
I'm with you. I'm with you. There's a
Okay,
hole.
so I'm going to throw up Dylan Stevens.
Yeah.
For Tom Barras.
Dylan Stevens, Tom Barras, you might have to put another pick in there.
You might have to.
Dylan Stevens is a top 10 pick who's playing in the 22 of a final side.
You might have to throw in another pick. Tom Barras for Dylan Stevens.
No, you
If
throw
you had
in
to
like
throw,
a
if you had to throw in
29.
Braden Campbell
It's a straight?
instead of
I was so excited as to where you were going with the Tom
No, see,
Barras
actually-
trade. I thought this is going to be interesting because it's going to be a big
oh,
one.
what,
Dylan
Stevens.
Stevens. We'll give it to Dylan Stevens in 29.
Nah. No, I'm hanging up the
what
phone
about
before you
Bra-
get through Dylan Stevens.
Braden
was it
Campbell.
Braden Campbell?
Braden Campbell in 29.
Yeah, even
But again,
then,
Tom Barras.
I'm taking
I'm
that.
considering that, but I'd still not.
How old's Tom Barras?
28.
Yeah, so he's not going to be there.
Yeah.
But
So you
gotta
need
get
21, 22-year-olds.
You've got to get more than that. You're not
Or
Dylan,
do
mate.
you?
Dylan Stevens, and Dylan Stevens is this close to being a bust. This
He's in
close.
the 22 of a side to Spain
He's
finals.
been in and out for 2
Yes.
years. He can't hold that spot.
But he's not 26. He's like
Yeah.
he's coming on.
No, I
and
can
he
see what
gets a
you're
better
saying.
crack.
I can see what you're
I'm
saying.
not done on Dylan Stevens,
Nah.
but I'm
Why
saying
hate Dylan Stevens?
there's nothing we've seen to suggest that he's a
Yeah.
sure thing, and you can't just trade Tom Barras for
No, but he
him.
gets more time too.
That's absurd.
I think West Coast say no. If it was Braden Campbell, I'd seriously consider it.
I would have thought you were going to go down the path of Logan McDonald or their
No,
first
no,
round
no,
pick
no,
or
but
something
you're on
like
the
that.
coolie there.
You are. What are you?
Logan.
On West Coast
Coast.
Kool-Aid.
I'm not a West Coast Kool-Aid. I'm just saying you just keep Barras if you're not getting something good for him. You're not doing it for Dylan Stevens. I'll give you the hot tip.
Yeah.
What if he's going anyway? I'm done
Well,
next
that's
year.
different.
I'm out.
That's different. But he's not. He's got a
He's got
4-year
4
deal.
years.
Well, yeah, that's true.
That's a long way to talk.
All right.
Yeah, throw
Fire.
a first in there.
Nick, you're on fire.
I'm going to go to who? GWS.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
GWS need a forward,
Absolutely.
and I think I'm done with the Bulldogs. Okay, so cop this.
Oh.
Aaron Norton
Yes.
to the Giants.
I love that.
Finn Callahan to
Oh.
join Darcy
Whoa.
and Jamara and some other young bits and pieces. So they've got a centre-half back, a centre-half forward, and
Big,
a centreman
Wow.
to rebuild now, to go through. So Norton out.
Yeah, I
Jamara
like it.
becomes the number one man. Finn Callahan packs his suitcase from Bankstown and ends in Footscray.
I like it. I'm doing
Straight
it.
up. Nothing else included. Straight up.
Straight up head-to-head trade.
Which other trades that never happen, but it's nice
Wow,
to talk about
this
them anyway.
is a good one.
Do you like
That's a
that
good
one?
one.
Yeah.
This
So
is the
Finn-
best. This is the
Finn's
best
20.
I'm
Finn's
all
20.
in on Finn Callahan.
Finn's
by the way.
20, but we
Yeah.
don't know. We still don't know what the ceiling is.
Well, and GWS are there now.
Yeah, and well,
Yeah.
if you add Norton, they are.
Here's my one concern is that I feel like Hogan's been pretty good, and the Norton-Hogan crossover doesn't seem to work for me. You can't play both of them, can you?
Unless
think
you
you
get
can.
Hogan to play deeper.
I feel like
Yeah.
they're very similar players. Norton's a little bit more aerial, but
Yeah, I reckon you can. I
Can you
reckon.
imagine Toby Green at Aaron Norton crashing those packs and Toby being there every single time?
yeah, I feel like you'd have to almost also trade Hogan and get something else. I
No,
don't,
you
no.
need two. You need two.
Mate, he's making it work
You
with
need two.
Riccardi.
Yeah, so Riccardi and
but Norton's not Riccardi. They're different. So Hogan would have to be Riccardi.
no,
Yeah,
no,
so-
no.
yeah.
No, Norton can play like a Riccardi.
You reckon?
Yeah.
So Norton becomes Riccardi.
No, but not Riccardi. But they're both just stars. It's like how did Franklin and Roughhead play together? How do Hawkins and Jeremy Cameron play together? How do?
Well, Hawkins and Cameron are very different players.
Yeah, but I'm just saying they still want to kick goals.
yeah. I like the trade.
Okay,
I like the
So
trade.
who's saying no? Which end?
But I also think Hogan's not at a level where it's like, oh, we got to look after Hogan.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
just get
Norton
in.
becomes the captain
Yeah.
of the ship there. Well,
Yeah,
Toby,
Hogan
but then
finds
Norton.
his role.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Finn Callahan. This is a tough one.
Okay, who's saying no? What trade accepted?
Who do you think, Nick?
Who would say no if anyone said no?
Yeah.
I feel like the Giants would say no.
Yeah, if anyone, it's the Giants.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
anyone. But
Okay.
But all AFL clubs say no. So
Yeah, but don't worry about that. We've got proactive
if it
list
were
managers.
if it were an
Maybe.
open world,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we
I
got.
don't hate that.
Okay, there you go.
I do like Finn
I think the
Callahan.
Giants say no.
Okay. This one's been floated. This might actually be a real trade, but I'm just getting a little bit aggressive with
well,
it.
that's a bit- okay.
You might start yelling at me here. Okay, I'm Richmond.
Oh.
And what I need to start regenerating that list because I've given everything away.
What do you do with Hopper for 7 years?
I've sold everything for
Yeah.
Hopper
Yeah.
and Taranto, and
Dusty's
I've got some
on
stuff.
1-4.
I've got Gibcus, but that's really all I've got in terms of absolute
young
top tier.
ones, yeah.
Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm taking Dusty, who's still an asset.
On 1.4.
Yep, big money. I need the money to start splashing that around, and I also just think in a year's time he's probably not worth as much as he is in trade now. Dusty will be happy to be reunited with Dimmer.
Yeah.
And what I want in return is I want pick 4. But now Gold Coast is going to say, no, mate, you can't have that. And we need pick 4 to trade that for other picks, right?
Yeah.
So I'm throwing in with Dusty. I'm starting at pick 25,
Yeah.
which has got a good amount of points. I think pick 25 is about 700 points, Nick. That sound about right? That's quite a lot of points. And if I have to throw in another later pick 2, I'm doing that too. So I want pick 4 because I want a high-end kid in the door. I'm ready to send out Dusty, and I'm happy to throw in a couple of late picks to give them more points to get to where they need to go.
Aren't
for
the Tigers going to be boring to watch?
Yeah.
Yeah, but this kid could be good.
Yeah.
This kid could be great.
I think the Suns are saying no.
Because they don't want to give away 4.
They want to give away 4.
But they're going to give away 4 anyway, right?
No, but how
They
long's
need to
Dusty
give away
got
4.
left?
Well, you're getting at least 2 years.
I reckon you can get more for pick 4.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I feel like they're going to sell pick 4 for a bunch of picks.
Of course.
So if you can get Dusty and some picks, it's just
What
about whether you...
Which part of Dusty are you buying? The second half of the season or the first half
Second
of the
half.
season?
I think you're buying the second half.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think there's a lot of good young talent at Gold Coast that he can play around, and he knows Dimmer's game plan and
Yeah.
all that. And you're on the Gold Coast. It's
Oh,
fun.
I'd love to see him go up to the Gold Coast.
Yeah. So-
but I can't see them paying 1.4 million or whatever it was
Well,
reported.
if you've got the money, it's
But
just
they
there,
had to get
right?
rid of a draft pick last year with a player to
Yeah,
clear
that's
some
true.
book
The
room.
money would be tough. Maybe you got to spread the contract over a few years or something.
All of a sudden, Dusty's 50.
7-year deal. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I don't mind. I'd love to see Dusty on the Gold Coast. I don't think the money and pick 4.
So you say Richmond says yes,
Yes.
and you say Gold
Gold
Coast
Coast
says
say
no,
no. They can't afford it.
Yeah.
because they need more picks back.
And
Because
the
they're going to
money.
sell that for picks anyway, and they can't afford the money.
It's the money part. Like, yeah, I would just do the deal with the picks.
Bose and pick 8 last year, wasn't it, or whatever it was, that deal
Yeah, pick 7.
for cash. Yeah.
Okay, but we're not talking. It's not supposed to be
No,
about
I'm
money.
just saying.
Right.
But that's why they would say no. All right, I like this one. Essendon.
Oh shit.
So their midfield needs a bit of a dynamic presence, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just someone who is a dynamic player.
I
who's
feel
got a
like
high
he's thinking on his
ceiling.
feet
I
here.
can't wait to figure
No,
out
I
who the
got this
dynamic
one.
presence is.
Yeah.
This
He's
is
a
going to be
dynamic
good.
player, and
Is
his
he?
ceiling is as high as anyone we've seen in the league.
Jared Berry.
What's his basement?
His basement's a little bit lower than he is right now. Cameron Rayner.
I knew it was going to be
nice.
Rayner. I knew it.
Cameron
Nice.
Rayner.
Okay.
All to take is pick 27 and a future second, maybe. It's going to be picks. There's not a lot of what have Essendon got that's going to
Yeah.
be obvious
The
to
odds
Brisbane?
on Nick bringing Cameron Rayner into a trade were so low.
But then also, like, I'm surprised you didn't try and do it with swapping with Dacos or someone.
Well, you'd probably have to give up Sam Draper and I was trying to think of other good Essendon players. So
There's not a lot there.
So what are you
So what
giving up?
what did you give back?
Well, so this year's pick 27, so second round, another second round at least, or is it because it's not can't be a first?
Well, my question is,
So you're right out on Rayner.
what are you
Well,
doing?
no,
yeah.
but it's, I'm right out on his value right at this second. I still think his ceiling's huge.
What's the value for Brisbane? Just clearing a space?
Well, no, Brisbane probably. Okay, so this is where I got a little bit confused on the thing. So we're just getting picks in because they'll need more picks. So and they've got.
So they're second on the ladder and they want to get to the draft.
Yeah.
Well, you got to think
In the
about what's
20s.
next.
In the 20s.
Well, they've got. Let's say they need picks to match Levi Ashcroft next year.
Yeah, okay. So you may get ahead of that and get some first
You need
future
a
picks.
few more picks in. The
Yeah.
Cam Rayner stuff hasn't popped
Okay.
as much as you
No,
think
that,
it would.
That actually makes a bit of sense.
And let's slide one of those forward. So you play hardball and you add in another third rounder there.
Can I play devil's advocate on Rayner and just say, are you sure you're getting a lead dog, big dynamic midfielder there? Because I don't think that's what
No,
he
but
is.
this is what I think. You're not overpaying for it, but you need so you get him in as that dynamic player.
It's having a throw at the stumps.
Having
with
to throw
Rayner.
at the stumps, you're thinking this could pay off.
We put him in that role.
Or we get a half forward who's a solid contributor.
When you throw in the future picks thing for bidding on the Ashcroft kid, I don't hate it. It kind of makes sense.
They've probably got
I'm
another
not giving up.
academy
I'm
kid
not
there
out on
for-
Cam Rayner yet. I'm not doing it for second rounder.
If
I'm
I'm
not out on
if
him
I'm
either.
Brisbane,
Yeah.
I'm probably saying no. If I'm Essendon, I'm probably happy to do it. Yeah.
All right, here we go. I'm going to go to Carlton.
Ooh.
I'm so out on their ruckman.
Yeah, okay.
I'm so out on them.
Yeah, you really don't like Tom de Koning, do you?
No, none of it. And Pitney with 4 years, I
He's
don't
just
like
a
any of
soldier.
it. So
That's right, 4
Pitney,
years.
Pitney becomes a chip just to move. Okay, so
Okay.
he's going to be in a different trade.
Gotcha.
Sam Walsh for Sean Darcy.
Whoa.
Okay.
So let me explain it. I still think that Fremantle's midfield needs an extra star.
Yep.
And maybe it's Hayden Young, don't know. But I don't think Sean Darcy's going to be the asset they think he will be if he continues playing the role he's playing. So I'm saying where it chips in on Luke Jackson, who we're paying $1 million, like chips in.
Okay.
And to help Luke Jackson, we're going, righto, at your feet, you have Sam Walsh, Brayshaw, Sarong, Young, bang, we're up the ladder. And then at Carlton, you go, oh, we've got that many midfielders getting a bit of arts and craft off Big Sean Darcy. And again, an outrageous trade.
Am I crazy to say that you're a little low on Sam Walsh here? Is it just that you've forgotten how good he is because he's had a bit of an interrupted
he's
year?
an outside sort of
Well,
player.
again, it's as if Carlton have got too many chefs.
Yeah, that's I'm trying to straight away. They had all of them back again on the week. 2 weekends ago,
And
they
it
lost.
didn't work. Yeah.
Kind of feel like he's the chef I want to keep, though.
Yeah, no, I had
True.
to put someone tasty in there for Sean Darcy.
It's a big fish.
What if you swap Walsh with Chera? Send Chera back. That makes more sense to me.
Chera's a nice player, isn't he?
He's a very nice player.
And, look, I feel like it makes sense from the free
about
assets
Cripps?
if you're just going two ruckman, can't play them both. You know how I feel about
So I'm
this.
chips in on Jackson,
You know
but I'm
how I feel
also
about
ruling
the-
out Carlton Ruckman.
Yeah, the unicorn. And you don't like the coning, so that's why you're doing it. I still like the coning. So it's hard for me to get my head around this because I kind of like the way things are for both teams. So I don't think it's a need.
Okay.
So I'm going to say no to both, but I can see where you're
I think
going.
the teams are better with both.
I could see where
I
you're
think both teams get better.
Okay. Nick?
I like it.
He's had a stroke.
I'm done.
Can you just tell me if you're going to collapse?
I'll give you a heads up.
Okay, I've done a big one here. This is stupidity, okay? Just to reiterate, these are not real trades.
Yeah, no.
I feel like I
think
should have
I've
gone
made
more
that clear.
outlandish here.
Okay.
I
So-
think I've made that
I'm
clear.
going to rejig some of mine in the lineup.
I've got two trades here for St Kilda.
Right.
Because I thought the first one's a little dull. In the first one, I was
First one is perfect for St Kilda.
I was sending Jack Billings out the door just because I'm like, I don't need you. I don't need Jack Billings. I'm
Yeah.
freeing you. I'm freeing Jack Billings. And I'm sending him to the Gold Coast for pick 28. For a future second. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
A future second round pick. See you, Jack Billings.
Yeah,
Off you
okay.
go.
Yeah, Tato.
Gold Coast get to take a free hit at the stumps on
And
Billings.
I think Gold Coast will win on Billings.
Yeah, and I get the whole like Hardwick likes little blokes
Yeah,
who
yeah,
can,
yeah.
you know, hum around. So easy.
Yeah, tick.
Yep. And the second one is a little bit crazier.
Yeah.
So Jack Steele is 27 years old.
Slowing.
All right, slowing down. Been a great player. Still could be. I'm sending him to the Gold Coast.
Right. Jeez,
And-
that's a slow midfield.
And I'm sending Jack Billings as well.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm sending pick 32.
Okay.
And I've got something up my sleeve if you push back to send something else too. So Steele,
big package.
Billings,
It's a big package.
32, right? The points is 584 points for their,
Okay, yeah.
That's
In
nice.
exchange, I'm getting pick 4 because I've given up quite a bit here.
Yeah.
I'm also getting one of Alex Davies or Elijah Hollins.
You can have Davies.
Yeah, you can have
See ya.
both.
Can I have Hollins?
No, I'm giving you Davies. You can have him.
Both, says Nick.
Yeah,
And I want Chol because you're giving him away anyway.
Chol can go.
So I'm getting Chol for now to help
Yeah.
out Max King. I'm getting Hollins or Davies. You're giving me Davies as a young chip.
All of a sudden, Ben King's on the phone saying, don't get Chol. He does nothing.
Yeah.
So Chol goes from one King brother to the other. And I'm getting pick 4 because my thing with St Kilda is they need some elite talent other than Owens, Filippo and
So
Windhager.
Oh, no,
Who else are you
the
taking?
pick 4 makes sense because I
So
know
the
that
pick
St
4
Kilda
is
are
the
my
big.
one.
So
Yeah.
you
Four's
like
the
this
pick 4.
trade.
Yeah.
So
I
Gold
think
Coast
you're
is
probably
getting,
giving away too much at St Kilda.
but pick 4, that's why I want Hollins. Because I think Hollins is the key.
I think Davies is not far from being
Yeah, he's
in
not.
the back burner.
as in ditching him. So can I have both?
No, you can have Davies. I'm representing Gold Coast here.
But you're saying yes to this.
No, I feel like it's too much. I like the idea of it from a long-term perspective, but I don't think they would cop
I
the
think it-
slide.
Well, where do you see Jack Steele, though?
Well, I think you're
like
over-
Jack Steele's, what is he now?
He's 27, 28.
No, in terms of his season, hasn't been great.
No, but
at all.
your Gold Coast, you're putting him around other good
No, I
midfielders.
get that, but I mean, if St Kilda go, hang on, this is the dual or Australian or whatever he is, but we think he's slowed down.
Yeah, so get pick 4.
Let's get off before it hits the.
You could simplify this trade and say Steele for pick 4.
Yeah, and
Are you doing it at that point?
No, I wouldn't do it if I was Gold Coast.
Yeah, okay. That's why I had all the other stuff.
Yeah, liked it.
Okay.
All right, Battler.
All right, we'll go to Adelaide.
I love Nick's trades.
We'll go to Adelaide.
Here we go.
It's someone we mentioned before.
Isaac,
which I actually had
Isaac
written down
Rankin
previously.
for Nick Dacos, Darcy
Yeah.
Moore, and
I'm not giving up Isaac Rankin for that.
Coach
Yeah,
and the
The goalie.
stadium and the jumper.
Yeah, and half of your fan revenue for Collingwood. Thanks very much. Half of your stadium revenue. It's Braden Campbell.
Oh.
Adelaide just need a bit more pop around the middle. Braden Campbell is not in that high up in that rotation. It's going to take a while for him to get in there.
Well, hasn't spent really any time in the middle.
I know
On the
a
wing,
bit-
half back.
Yeah.
I don't
yeah.
mind it.
So I think there's a bit more room. There's more scope for him to grow
Yeah.
at Adelaide.
Adelaide Oval 2 space. I like
Yeah,
it.
The question about what you give up
Yeah.
is future first. You just go straight up.
Future
Here you
first.
go. Adelaide,
Future first for Braden Campbell.
we have
Campbell.
enough picks. We're closer than we thought we were. We need a better mid in. throw in Braden Campbell.
Are we too high on Braden Campbell now?
But you're also thinking...
So do I. Kicks it beautifully.
Well, you're also thinking a future first is next year you're hoping
could be pick 12 or something.
15.
Yeah.
So that's
Sydney are wary. Sydney are wary because they've been done once with Dawson.
Yeah, and if I'm there, I'm just keeping Campbell. Like, I'm just going, well, I don't need that. I'll just hang on to it.
Yeah, but so I feel like they've got enough there that they could replace him with another young player. Like, he's not as much of a loss for them.
I think Sydney they're building around Goulden, Warner, Campbell, not your mate Stevenson.
Sheldrick.
Sheldrick.
Well, yeah, that's the one you kind of missed, is Stevens is South Australian.
Yeah, so, but I'm not giving up that.
You give a second-round pick for Dylan Stevens. You just traded him for Tom Barrass.
Tom Barrass had 1 foot in the
he was
already
on his way there. Yeah.
Like, it doesn't take as much to surprise him out.
I reckon Stevens is doable. I reckon Campbell, Sydney says no.
I think Sydney say no.
I don't think Adelaide needs Stevens. Stevens is a tricky piece for West Coast because he's in the right age bracket to grow with the club.
I didn't think I was going to wake up this morning and speak about Dylan twice.
Dylan Stevens?
Nah.
Or Braden Campbell.
No, Braden Campbell, I'm happy with.
Yeah,
I don't know who they give. I was trying to figure like an area of the ground where Adelaide had more people than they needed.
Well, Duday's the other one that Sydney could use.
All right.
Yeah, but I ruled him out because of the ACL. All right, there you go. Braden Campbell for Tom Duday and a third.
So I've missed one team here, but I can get back to that. Do you want Brisbane or do you want Fremantle?
Give me Fremantle.
All right.
Here we go.
What's Fremantle's weakest part of the ground?
Well, you could say forward line.
Forward line.
Forward line, yeah.
Hayden Young is going to develop into the next Jordan Dawson. No, into the next Jordan Dawson.
Oh, here's what he's going big here. He's about to trade Andy Brayshaw.
So Andy Brayshaw's on the block.
Oh, shit.
And he's going to the Gold Coast.
Oh, everyone's going to the Gold Coast.
Yeah, because Matty Rao, good tackler. Yep. Noah Anderson, I think that Andy's a level above.
What are you getting back then? Ben King. How?
You took the words right out of my mouth.
It must have been when we were kids.
King for Brayshaw. Who says no there?
Well, it has to be Gold Coast, don't it?
But Gold Coast, what are they doing? Were they getting the key forwards this year?
Now Jed Walters the man.
No, because I don't think Gold Coast. I still think Gold Coast are 5 years away.
Well, they've just done the Allen deal.
I said they do the Oscar Allen trade and they do this trade. Then you're on.
Yeah. So
it's a three-way.
So it's King for Brayshaw.
Yeah. Then you trade Allen in for pick 4.
But then we're back to the same side virtually. So Andy's going.
Oh wow! Okay.
And King is now alongside a miss to take a little bit of pressure off him to keep developing.
Yeah.
Hayden Young steps in the midfield. Johnson and Erasmus aren't scrapping on the wings; they're in the middle.
You know what?
Developing as young kids, developing as young men. He's not in there. He's probably forward or something.
Okay, I'm ticking the box for Fremantle. I like it. I'm doing it. But I'm not doing it for Gold Coast.
Gold Coast not doing it.
No, because you're adding more midfielders.
Yeah, they could have had Andy Brayshaw too. Now think about it.
They got lucky well.
Lucky well. And then, but you got no forward line then. I know Walter's 20. He's 20. He's on his own suddenly. Playing with Chol. He's already gone as well.
Okay.
But I say no if I'm Fremantle because it leaves me short. I need another mid to complement Brayshaw.
Well, yeah, you just did say before that they need another midfielder.
Yeah, I'm just telling different stories, mate.
Yeah.
You've got to blank all that out.
That's right.
I'm an auction. I'm selling a house.
So I say no because you need another mid of Freo and they've got the young guys. They figure out a different solution.
Okay, this one's really easy. Brody Grundy, Port Adelaide. They need Brody Grundy.
Yeah.
It's only going to take pick 43. That's it. Call it in. Trade's done.
I'm not giving up 43.
So you're just saying no.
He's coming. If you want him, we've got to pay. So
just say,
send him for free.
Pre-season draft still a thing?
Yeah.
You reckon? Just let him. But he's under contract. So you can't do that.
Mate,
You've got to give him something.
I think we're too far out on Grundy now. I would
43.
I'd do that.
Yeah, nice and easy kill.
100%.
You make it the first call on the Monday of trade
Let's
period.
do this.
You say, hey, can we just cut the crap?
Yeah.
I'll give you 43. Give me Brody.
And they'll say no.
Done.
I reckon.
And then they'll wait 2 weeks and then do it anyway.
I reckon Melbourne say no.
Right.
They'll just say he's a top 5 ruckman. It's just the situation he's in.
I would say...
but that's your situation.
Yeah, it's your situation.
But they'll say it's our asset.
You can't play him. We just saw this. You went through the back half of the season. You cannot play him.
And, and then I'd say to Port Adelaide, and you cannot play without a ruckman either.
And you just say, well,
in your window?
We just beat you in the AFL Grand Final last week, so I think we can.
Can I do a hypothetical? What if Georgiades hadn't signed? Would you then just do Grundy for Georgiades?
Port Adelaide say no.
Okay, yeah, we'll have to throw some gravy on
More than gravy, you need the main dish.
Because they're getting
Suddenly
by.
you guys love Georgiades.
No, don't.
I've been talking him up for 3 years. You guys have been talking him down. Suddenly
he's okay.
He's growth.
But Grundy...
he's better than okay.
And they're going okay without a ruck. Like they do.
They need a ruckman.
They need Grundy.
But they're in the top 4.
Yeah, and they're handicapping themselves.
Yeah, they could win the flag without him. I mean, they could somehow still win it without him. Okay, so the trade's done. We did it. Grundy for 43
so,
at the end of the day.
Just stick that one on.
And we're not paying a cent.
You're not happy about it, but you're doing it.
If I'm Melbourne, we're not paying a cent.
Right.
So you
Find a
negotiate
way
with
to get out of that
Collingwood
contract.
and Port Adelaide.
Sure. Okay.
All right, I'm going to go Hawthorn.
Oh,
Here's one you may get around.
Right.
there we go.
So again, we look at Carlton, who have too many chefs in the middle.
Yeah.
Who do we like there? I like Adam Chera. There.
Chera's on the move early, 3 clubs.
He is. He's an asset.
Right.
He doesn't have to move cities this time.
Probably going to win their best and fairest in the league, but yeah.
Yeah, just go across town. That's all.
Yeah.
The other people come in. Sam Walsh win that
out
next
to
year if he's
Dingley.
not at Freo.
Yeah.
So he goes out to Hawthorn. Hawthorn accelerate the midfield even more.
Yeah.
Dylan Moore.
Dylan Stevens is not going...
Dylan Moore.
Oh,
Carlton need that extra. They've got Jesse Motlop, who's still young.
Carlton need that spot.
They need that spot.
that's the best trade. I feel like it's the best trade anyone's come up with today.
I think Carlton are saying no.
'Cause
As
they
much
just
as I
think-
love,
they think
as
they're in
much as
on
I
Chera.
love more, I think Carlton are saying no. I think Carlton would. Yeah, I think Carlton would move Cripps and those guys before Chera.
Think so?
Yep.
I'll
So
take Cripps.
we should put Cripps in there.
Cripps for more.
I don't think Hawthorn would do Cripps.
I
No,
like the
it's all
trade. I like the trade. If you got to throw some gravy into it, whatever.
Future fourth goes for a future fifth.
But I feel like people who don't watch the Hawks wouldn't know how good Moore is.
I love
Dylan
Moore.
Moore,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
But Chera's
He's
a bloody good player too.
No,
Yeah,
that's
but-
what I'm saying. Everyone
Yeah.
knows Chera, I think, is going to be.
Yeah.
But that position that Moore plays, centre forward, is a bloody hard spot.
Be
Yeah.
interesting if Carlton flop in finals because it will be with all their stars back again. Like the only time they were good was when some of them weren't playing.
Yeah.
Carlton might solve that spot with Gresham if they get him. I think that they're in the
Oh,
market.
he's in the-
they're in the
so
market
they-
for Gresham.
Well,
I think
so
Hawthorn are too, funnily enough.
Gresham is a 70% of Moore.
I'd actually put
But
more
2
ahead of
years ago,
Gresham.
you would have said Gresham was one of the best at that spot.
Yeah, and then he
Like-
didn't come on.
Yeah, we had those injuries.
Yeah, well,
Achilles.
Moore's there. More is in that spot of being.
I'd say more. There's like 70%. He's like 70% consistent. If that makes sense.
I remember when Champion Data put him down as elite 2
Yeah.
years ago. I was like, Moore,
I really like Gresham.
and then he was good.
I'd be buying Gresham.
Yeah, I'd be buying Billings and Gresham.
Who's that? That was Nick. Okay, it's you, Zave.
I got Geelong.
Oh, interesting.
I'm going to go to Melbourne Football Club,
Oh, you want Grundy?
and I'm going to say, hey, give us Grundy.
Yeah.
We'll give you Hawkins.
Oh,
What do you reckon?
I like it.
So Melbourne don't have a forward. Hawks probably got a year left.
I thought he was
think.
retired already, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's a bust. He's done. It's
They
a long
need
way
that-
from the farm.
Imagine
It's a big
Melbourne.
drive.
Imagine Melbourne with an extra 50 to 60 goals in their forward line.
Well, Melbourne say yes immediately. Geelong are the ones who say no, if anything.
You reckon?
yeah, Geelong's the
So
one.
what
that
are
says
Geelong?
no.
What are Geelong keeping? Obviously, keep Hawker.
Well, I
He's
think
a
they
mega
might-
star Geelong player. Again,
Geelong
absolutely.
had
No.
asked for more back.
Geelong would
Yeah.
right for 1 year of Hawk.
Yeah.
I just think
They-
what,
Melbourne
yeah,
are going
because they
all
know
in on a
what they
flag.
know what it does for Melbourne,
yeah, and also
so they could get more out.
and
of it.
also does getting Grundy and getting rid of Hawkins put them back in the top 4? I don't know if it
Who?
does. Geelong.
No, Geelong are cooked.
Yeah, so I don't know what the point is of getting Grundy. You're better off sticking with Hawk, letting him retire one club
Well,
player.
yeah,
Unless he
I-
wants to go. If he goes to them and says, you know what, I'd love to have a crack at another flag,
Or
I think after 16 years,
He's pretty
3
happy.
flags, farm.
his belly's full.
Unless
I mean,
he's-
he's pretty content in Geelong.
unless he's
His belly's
absolutely
full.
stuffed and Geelong says we're doing this deal, but no medical.
It can happen though.
Yeah, roll the
Like, it
dice.
happened with Hodgie. It happened with Sam Mitchell. Like, you don't know.
Yeah.
You know. You do know though.
Yeah. No, I think he's pretty content. Yeah.
Look, it makes sense on paper.
Also, he's going to say
Melbourne
no,
need a forward.
More, I just picture Melbourne. It's like Port
great for
Adelaide
Melbourne.
without a ruckman.
It's great for Melbourne.
It's like Port without the ruckman. They're very good, but they're handicapping themselves at one position
Yeah.
by not having anyone.
So
Yeah.
Geelong go to Hawk, and Hawk says, "Look, I'd love to do it, guys. I've just got 3 sports nuts Geelong tops, so I can't."
I waited
Paid through
6
the
months
nose.
to get him, but I got him finally.
Yeah.
All right.
Again, these are all very fake trades.
Yeah, of course. Now, I didn't... Oh, yeah, I did do one for Gold Coast. Okay, so I've got Gold Coast and North. Who do you want?
Give us Gold Coast.
Okay, I'll do
We've had a
Gold
lot
Coast.
of Gold Coast action.
This one was, I did two again.
There've been familiar clubs being pillaged and like the same players pillaged in a few
Well, like,
situations.
yeah. We're attacking something.
Yeah. These are pretty low end trades.
Yeah, right.
I would have thought. Well, one of them is. So I'm giving up. This is a straight up trade. You can choose. I put Scrimshaw on the table
Okay.
or Impey. You could pick
Yeah.
one of them if you're Hawthorn to
Yeah.
send out. Two Gold Coast. And
Scrimshaw back to the Gold Coast.
yeah, and I'm going to throw you back Chol to help out with your man Lewis.
No, Impey's certainly not in.
You're not trading Impey for that, but you might trade Scrim.
Charles on big money with 2 years left too. I think I heard.
I just
Well,
feel like
Hawks
you
can
need
absorb
someone.
that.
You need someone to help Lewis. You need to
Because
give him a
Cozzy-
chop, but he's
No,
he hasn't come on the way they wanted
Hey,
yet.
so he's a boy.
Yeah.
You don't want Chol just
No,
to tide you over.
We're far from.
So you're saying no as a Hawks
Yeah.
fan. Okay, let me pitch the second trade.
Right.
Then. You'll say yes to this. Again, it's
Give us
Scrimshaw.
Noah Anderson,
You wish.
the old man.
It's Scrimshaw or Impey again.
Yeah.
You pick, and you got to throw in pick 29.
Okay.
And in return,
Who has pick 29? It's gone around a few times today.
and no, Hawthorn have it. And you got in return, you get Braden Ainsworth.
Ainsworth for and 29.
No, Ainsworth.
And you've just lost
for
Dylan
say,
Stu-
let's
Dylan.
say Scrim and 29.
Scrimshaw 29. Give us how old's Ainsworth out of interest?
25.
Yeah, give us
Is
Ainsworth.
he 25 already?
Yeah.
You do that?
Dylan Moore and Ainsworth. I like
But
that.
are you happy with that from Gold Coast perspective?
No, because
'Cause
Ainsworth had a really good year
He
this
did,
year.
but I feel you need the pick for your bidding. And also, you kind of need. They've been searching for halfbacks for the last 5 years to the point where they gave Rory Atkins a massive deal.
Yeah.
Like, I think you can do Scrimshaw or Impey for that.
I think they're saying no.
think Gold Coast say no.
I'm an Impey. I'm a big fan of. I thought he had a great season.
That's probably unfair on Ainsworth, I think, that trade.
Ainsworth.
Yeah.
Ainsworth.
Gold
If
Coast say
Ainsworth
no
12 months ago, I'll drive him to the airport.
Yeah.
The last 12 months has been good.
Where am I at? Done those two. Have we got any left?
Yeah, one.
must have one
Melbourne. So Melbourne, we know they need key forwards. Tom Hawkins just said no, he's happy on the farm.
No, he's staying.
So Oscar Allen's down in their sights.
Here we go. This better be better than the trade that Zave pitched.
Oh, mate, two
Again-
first-round draft picks
again-
and a third is not bad shopping.
You need to win, right? You got to.
you're Melbourne.
You're in your window.
Yeah, you
you
gotta
need
win.
another flag.
Absolutely.
So
Yep.
it's Van Ruin and a first.
Fremantle's first. So pick
Why
5.
not pick 5 and Van Ruin for Oscar Allen?
5
right
Van
now.
Rooyen and Oscar. Nick's come good late.
He has
I
come
should have
good
started
late.
with these ones,
I
but
need
Collingwood threw
I
me.
need it a little bit more because the
From
thing,
who? From
the
which
thing
end?
I like Van Rooyen but I think he's your second or third forward. I don't think he's your main guy, whereas I think Oscar is your
Well,
main
draft
guy.
him with pick 5.
Yeah, but there aren't keep forward at that spot.
Yeah, but but Oscar Allen's not going to be a main guy when you're ready.
I still feel like I need something else.
You're too high on the Eagles, mate. I don't think you realise
I just
how
think
bad.
the Oscar Allen chip is a really important chip for them, not just
Yeah,
because.
you just got Van Ruin and a pick 5.
Yeah.
Just thinking about the photo, mate. Day one of pre-season, you've got Van Rooyen 5, Harley Reid,
Yeah.
Jinby,
Hewitt.
Hewitt, and then next year we do another photo and we add pick 1 again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after the year after that, another pick
West
1.
Coast will be favourite for the wooden spoon
I'm not
next year.
saying I need
You reckon?
another. I'm
Yeah.
not saying I need another first, but you need to throw something gravy-ish.
I think if North Melbourne win the wooden spoon next year ahead of West Coast, they should just
They
fold.
fold them.
Yeah.
Can you give me a second, a future one?
No.
Can you throw that in?
No, we just gave you
You're probably going to
our
win.
most exciting young key forward.
You're probably going to
and
win the
pick
flag.
5.
You're probably going to win the flag. So second round pick
But we
is
might not.
pick
Oscar Allen
36.
might.
It's pick 36. You want to miss your flag because of this?
No, we'll throw it in.
Thank you. Done. Sold.
Nice one.
Nick, you've really.
Come good.
Geez, you started poorly though.
I really did.
All right, I'm going to finish with Brisbane Lions.
Okay.
Hugh McCluggage, pack your bag.
Oh,
Link McCarthy.
he's going too.
Yeah, Link. It's a double header.
He's the big one.
Hugh and Link, you're going to the Bulldogs.
Ooh.
Okay.
Bailey Smith and McRae, you're coming back.
Oh,
I would do it even without.
my head's about to explode. Hold on, let me write
So,
this down.
so McCluggage, I'm
No,
sending
it needs something,
McCluggage.
yeah, you're right.
Luggage.
I'm sending McCluggage because he's a wingman, and that just ends the issue of the Bulldogs just having midfielders having a
Yep.
field day out there.
Yeah.
I don't think the Bulldogs forwards are very strong, the small forwards. Little Waitman and that.
Yeah,
they're,
but they-
they're
they
nice
do.
Good,
enough.
but they do need something else.
But they need another. And then, so Bailey Smith, I still believe in. And McRae,
Yeah, I like
I
the
think,
Bailey
slowing
Smith.
down. So it's McRae and Link, Bailey and McCluggage virtually.
I like it. I think it might be too much, that you're giving too much.
I'm getting Bailey Smith in there because I think Brisbane Lions are very one-paced in that midfield, and it stops you having to bring Rayner in there, Zach Bailey in there, all those players.
He goes in the starting
Bailey Smith
rotation.
just goes like an animal. Yeah. Just go. You're the man.
Are you playing McRae on the wing?
Yeah, McRae's a bit. He's on the wing.
Yeah, this is it. I feel like the Bailey Smith plus something, but I feel like McRae might be a bit much.
Well, I'm off.
But
McRae.
you need to make.
I think the game's whooshked McRae very quickly.
I think he's been used poorly.
No, I agree with that, but he's slowing down.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's not.
There's a reason why he's not inside.
Yeah, I don't hate it. The McCarthy piece, is McCarthy consistent enough? You think he's
like
okay?
Him. Adds a bit of toughness up there too.
With Waitman and who's the young WA kid they got? Jones. Artie Jones.
Little Artie.
Yeah, that's something there. And then little fleet.
And then you've got Jamara and you've got Norton.
Well, you traded Norton. So
but that fell through late.
In this universe,
that fell through
very
late.
hard to keep up.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do it, which is weird.
I think I say no if I'm the Bulldogs, but just. The McRae stuff tips it a little bit too far, just given the longevity and how he's
Have you seen McRae this year?
I know he's been no good. I brought him in fantasy late in the year.
My only concern is you're adding two midfielders to the Lions, which I think they don't need.
Bailey Smith is the spunk and spark and fire.
Yeah, I like that.
Absolutely.
And McRae's just seen as a bit piece. He's not seen as an All-Australian piece.
Right. Okay.
I think it's Bulldogs sort of.
I think McRae's redundant in this trade.
But I still think that you need to make something up.
We've got some framework here, but I feel like you need to move the McRae piece out of it.
Smith?
But I think the Dogs want to get rid of McRae.
You're just throwing him away.
We're not
do you do
throwing
a Smith
him away,
for McCluggage straight up? I think you need to give it a little bit extra if you're the Dogs in that case.
I feel like if Smith's going to leave anyway, you'd take a McCluggage in a heartbeat.
Yeah, no, but I feel like
just plays wing. He just plays wing. No more fighting about who's on a wing. Then we're dropping your bottom
I don't think
lift.
we're miles off, but if I'm getting McRae, it feels redundant, and I want that piece changed to something else.
You're not getting anything else. We want to get him off the books.
Well, then no.
Okay.
But we're close.
Watch McRae next year come out and win the Brownlow and average 30.
Call me in a couple of days. We'll see if we can hash it out.
Right, there you go.
Okay, so this is me. Last one. Okay, North Melbourne. I did two. What I feel like they need is firepower up forward, and also they need key defenders, right? So I did two separate trades. Both involve, in some weird way, Ben Mackay. So I'm going to the Bulldogs, and I'm saying you can have Mackay. You need key backs.
Yeah.
You're desperate for
Mackay.
Mackay.
Sorry, gotcha. Yeah.
And we will give you Cody Waitman, who adds firepower to the North Melbourne forward line straight away. He is next to Nick Larkey. Good little duo that they're forming there.
North say no way, Jose.
North say no way, Jose.
So let's go again. What is it?
Oh, because you're thinking they can get the compensation instead.
Yeah, pick 3 instead.
Well, I remember someone at the start of the year
That's where
saying
it falls apart.
saying don't underestimate the Griffin Logue edition. So
I do like Waitman though.
Yeah, I know. I get you like him, but he's not worth pick 3.
No.
You put your head in the sand there.
You're gonna have to give something else.
is that actually going to happen? They're going to get like pick 3.
I hope not.
From
Okay,
Ben
so
Mackay.
my other trade
do
was.
you think in a real world? So before we go, the AFL will give a phone call and say, "Hey,
no,
you need to restructure this. You're not going to
This
get
can't
pick 3."
happen.
Yes, can't happen.
I feel like they're going to get, because they're not going to give him a priority pick, but I feel like this is their way of giving them a priority pick.
Right. Okay.
they just do the old. There was actually other subclause actually.
Yeah.
Where
And I don't think they're going to get the.
If he's got a
ability to
twin,
get,
you
is it
don't get
Saunders
the-
or Sanders? That kid. I don't think they're going to get him either.
Sanders
Is it?
What?
Is it the kid that could potentially have been in their academy and they're going to try to slip him in the back door?
No, he's in, isn't he?
Is he? No,
I think he's in.
Have they done that?
I think he's in.
I don't think.
that's
I don't know
bullshit.
if it's
I think he's in.
announced.
That's bullshit. I would be so filthy if I
Yeah,
was.
no, I
another-
think he is in.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing to me.
I think if you're West Coast or Freo watching a kid who you've trained up since they were 14 walk out of the door because they got picked at pick 39.
Yeah.
And then you watch them just go, he was our academy.
He could have been.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
walked
here you
past
go.
Arden Street once.
Yeah.
So here's the other trade for them. They need a key back. I'm throwing that pick 3 that I get for Mackay. So let's say I get it. I'm taking that to Geelong and I'm going give us Sam DeConing. One of the best young key backs. He's sort of been forgotten about this year. I need it. He fits my age demo.
Wait, who's this?
I'm giving pick 3. Yep.
Pick 3 for who?
DeConing.
No.
Sam DeConing.
Nah.
Who's saying no straight away?
I'm not giving pick 3 for
I'm not
him.
giving pick 3.
Why not?
I'm not that high.
You don't
on
rate him?
He's good, but
He
he's not
almost-
pick 3.
He
You forget how good he was last year. You've just forgotten. You've written it off because you've recency bias.
Okay, well, give me Lance Franklin from 2008 then.
Yeah.
Oh, it's last
So
year.
he kicked 100.
It's last year.
Yeah, I know.
Jesus.
Dude, just really quickly, those academies need to go too. The rule needs to be,
It's so dumb.
This is the AFL hat
Yeah.
on here. every single club needs to put in, I call it $400,000 to develop that area, and you need to have 2 full-time employees developing that area.
Yeah.
But no one has access to anybody. Your role is to purely provide for that area in the community, and then you can't have...
This is part of your funding allocation from the AFL. This is
part of the allocation.
I don't mind the academies if everyone's getting the same.
But they won't, and they are.
So that's the problem.
It's luck.
It's
Remove
uneven.
luck.
Yeah, but it's also uneven because the northern states are getting these free hits.
But just get rid of it. Gold Coast have to develop that area. Brisbane have to develop that area. That's part of the AFL put in $10 million a year, and you just pull out your X amount, and you have to supply a certain amount of work hours, and that's it.
They're a fallacy. I mean, look at the Fremantle ones. Brandon Walker in the academy. It's like, oh yeah, because his mum, is from here. It was like, oh, who's your dad? Oh, he used to play for East Freo. Like, we didn't discover you and bring you to football, you know? And Jesse Motlop was in the Next Generation Academy.
Yeah. None of it should...
Just found this kid called Motlop.
Gordon's old man was running the cafe at bloody Sydney.
Yeah. It's all over the shop.
Jeez, how good's that?
I feel like the AFL just needs to employ people directly to run these.
That's what I mean. Yeah. The clubs can run it,
just
whatever.
Avoid the clubs completely.
But you don't get access to anyone. It's your role in the community. That's why you have community department to do the community.
No, if you're going to make the clubs do that, it'll go to shit because they're not getting anything out of it.
Someone has to do it.
So the AFL has to run it themselves.
Well, people are getting jobs.
Yeah, but the AFL have to run it themselves.
Yeah, whatever.
Yep.
But it can't be run by... You can't get access.
Okay.
That's why they gave it to the clubs.
So I saw someone the other day who were talking about it, and they're a Bulldogs man. I said, hang on. Hang on a second. Who's that full forward?
Yeah. And Sam Darcy.
Yes.
Well, that's father-son. But still, you're doing pretty well out of the little side doors that are coming through.
But anyway, there you go.
Anyway.
You've been listening to Hardball Gets, so enjoy your trip home.
Hey, brought to you by the Mazda BT50. You do you. See you next time.